So we hear a lot from IT leaders about how every pitch that they hear these days is an AI initiative of some sort. But how do you know what is worth your time, budget, or effort? That's where I think a simple but powerful product management framework can really help. In my latest blog post, I dive into this framework so you can figure out how to prioritize AI initiatives based on their complexity, impact, and effort to make smarter decisions and avoid wasted investments. Let's explore this framework with a AI initiative that's top of mind for a lot of IT leaders. AI-powered ticket deflection. The two options I'm considering today are a bolt-on solution where you build the custom GPD part and integrate it with your ticketing system, or you go with an out-of-the-box solution that has integrated the AI assistant into their ticketing system. I'd say the reach is 5 because it impacts everyone in the company. It's the same for both. Impact. Is it a major pain point? Yes, because employees have a lot of questions. There's a lot of wait time for getting like answers to some pretty easy questions, and service teams just end up being swamped with a lot of level 1 queries. So I'm going to put a 5 down for both. Confidence. Now, is this a major experiment or is it a well-solved problem? I'd say it's a pretty well-solved problem depending on what your expectations are of this AI-powered ticket deflector. It would be a 5 if you were just looking for answers to questions, especially if these answers resided in really well-formatted PDFs. So I'm going to put a 4 down because I'd say that a lot of solutions today are making a lot of strides in providing both knowledge query answers and a lot of automations as well for some frequently encountered issues. Effort. This really depends on the people in your team and their experience working with AI or initiatives of this kind, because not only do you have to sketch out the use cases for it, but you might have to go and work on the integrations and like work on the data to clean it and transform it. I would say that the effort would be quite high here. There would be like 4 person months, but it would be much lower here because you're going with a vendor who's taking on all of this work for you and is probably an expert in figuring out how these tools work together. So your team would be involved in just setting up like the use cases and testing the solution with the vendor. So I'd say the effort is a 2 over here. And now we move on to the complexity adjustment metric. In the case, it's pretty straightforward. You're building it yourself. You're taking on a lot of the complexity. So that's a 1. Going with the vendor, I'm going to add 0.5 because they're going to take on most of this complexity work. AI complexity. Well, this really depends on your use cases and your familiarity with AI models and which model you choose and what your data is like. So I'm going to put the complexity down like a 3, simply because of how some models have made it easy to work off their data. This would be the same number for both because whether the vendor's taking it on or you're taking it on doesn't really matter here. So, and there you go, the 2 scores, making it easy for you to figure out which initiative you should go with, the out-of-the-box solution for AI-powered ticket deflection.